Hey everybody, just wanted to take a second to tell you about the Mana Trader series. Mana Trader sponsors our channel. It lets me rent decks so I can play everything I need on MTGO to show you guys decks going on in the format, what's happening in Magic at the moment, and lets me help keep playing there, keep making the content you guys want to see. So if you want to play in the series, it's a once per month Eternal format series on Magic Online. You can sign up for Mana Traders using code A22EN. It's code A22EN. You'll get 15% off your entry, you'll get 15% off your subscription each month, and then you'll get free entry into the Mana Traders series where you get to play for a big payout. If you look at the payout here, huge prize pool, $4,000, $2,000, a bunch of credit towards it. Top 8, everyone's getting paid out. Even just in the Swiss, you get paid out for placing, so you don't even have to rely on one tournament where things go good or bad. You can actually get paid out for just playing a bunch during the Swiss. And there's a lot of good players in it, so it's a good place to step up. It's a good place to play against the best in the game right now and get better at playing Magic. So, again, if you want to sign up, use code A22EN at checkout for 15% off. All right, welcome, everybody. To another episode of Making Magic Happen, brought to you by RW Hobbies and Games in Livonia, Michigan. I'm Zach, and today we're playing some Breach Titan. The bannings just happened in Modern. There's a lot to figure out in this new format that seems like it's kind of an old format, but also has some new cards that, a lot of the format has been overshadowed by some of the very powerful cards like Uro and cards that are good with Uro for like a year at this point. So I think the unanimous decision is like, it's old Modern, you can do old stuff, but people are still going to explore like the underexplored stuff from the broken sets like Throne of Eldraine. Let's see what Throne card breaks Modern this time, but regardless, we're going to be testing Breach Titan. Breach Titan was, Field of the Dead got banned because of Uro, but also because of Primeval Titan, and there needs to be a good Primeval Titan strategy going forward. A lot of people said valakut, they were thinking Scapeshift. Those are reasonable. I buy that. But I wanted to try Breach Titan because it got a new toy in Turntimber Symbiosis, and I don't know how good this is necessarily, but it could be quite good. The fact is, Turntimber can just put an Emrakul into play, and then you just have an Emrakul, and they can kill people, and you can do it pretty quick because you're ramping. But past that, if you draw the Emrakul, it's kind of bad because it's hard to cast, but you have Through the Breach, so you can just attack with a 15/15 and make them sack 6 permanents. It's usually going to kill them. You can also Breach in a Primeval Titan, which also generally kills people. You have essentially 5 mana, so the first 2 triggers get like a Mountain and a Valakut, and that does some amount of damage, and then it attacks and gets 2 more Valakuts or whatever, and they just start going crazy. If you have a Dryad in play before you do that, it gets really nutty. We'll see how that goes, but I think that's interesting. But basically, we're just ramping into trying to either Through the Breach in a Primeval Titan or an Emrakul, or hardcast a Primeval Titan, or Turntimber Symbiosis into an Emrakul. Like, that's what we're trying to do. There's a few ways that work. We'll see how it plays out. I'm not sold it's going to be super consistent, but I think it's interesting enough to try. One thing that's awkward with a deck like this is that it's really payoff light. Like, I just have a few payoffs. I mean, I can definitely draw, 2 in some games, but I don't have a ton of payoffs, so it's really important to protect the ones I do have. And Emrakul is good at protecting itself, but it's tough to make, Through the Breach resolve against the blue deck, so I'm playing 4 Veil of Summers on the board to make sure that the threats I do get in play stay in play. I've got some additional, disenchants for, mostly the Hammer Time deck, but if I play against something else where Force of Vigor is good, I'll bring it in. I've got a Mask Vandal too because I have 2 Summoners packed, so I might be able to get this and kill an Aether Vial or something against humans. I don't know. 3 Anger of the Gods in case I play against Dredge, but also there's just a lot of aggressive decks, and Bolts to kind of buy myself time to get to this point of the game. And then Obstinate Baloth 2, which is just another plan against aggressive decks. So that's what we got. Let's see how this deck fares when we play against real competition. Well, this hand has no ramp. I'm on the draw, though. If I draw a Ramp spell, it's really good. I can also just Summoner's Pact for a Dryad of the Elysian Grove, and the opponent's going to die real quick with this hand. I think they die when I cast the Prime Time. Well, that's bad for me. Well, now I'm just on hoping to draw a Dryad, but we could. Drew an Emrakul. That's good. That's a good one to draw. Alright, I'm thinking Shadow here, maybe? No, actual Jund. Okay. Well, Jund does not like playing against decks like this. I'll say that much. Another Primeval Titan. Okay. Okay. Thoughtseize? Sure. Which one you want? Probably one of the Primeval Titans? No, the Turn Timber. Okay. Makes sense. Dryad. Oh, oh baby! Them losing the Turn Timber here really stinks now, but it did speed us up a turn. I do need 2 lands. Yeah, losing that Turn Timber really stinks. Darn it. Lightning Bolt. Well, that doesn't kill Dryad. Not that they probably can kill Dryad, but the Lightning Bolt doesn't do it, that's for sure. I'm going to no blocks. I want to keep my Dryad. Man, that Thoughtseize on the Turn Timber was brutal. Oh, they can still kill the Dryad too? Darn it. Oh, they didn't though. Interesting. Into another Joyf. Okay. Oh, that was the best draw in the deck by so much. Oh my. Should have killed the Dryad opponent. Should not let that one chill. Tell you what. Yup. GG's. It's actual lethal. Oh, that was a nice Castle Garen break. Okay, well, that was fun. I'm going to bring in Veil of Summer, because I imagine they're going to be doing some land destruction-y stuff. What do I want to cut? I think I can cut an Emrakul. I kind of want to just cut the whole Through the Breach package. I think that's wrong, though. Cut a mountain. Second Emrakul and 1 breach. Maybe I should have cut a second breach. Yeah, I kind of wish I had cut a second breach there. It's tough to put together 2-card combos against Jund, but I do have Veil of Summer, so it's not impossible by any means. Ooh, opponent's on 5. Tough. Ah, man, I don't even have the Veil, and I'm still getting Thought squeezed. It's alright, though. That's a decent draw. Still need to draw some lands. Bob, sure. Now I am unsure. I'm just gonna get a Cinderglade, I guess. I am unsure if I... I was thinking I could cycle Veil. Well, now I wish I had, but obviously I didn't. Revealed Thoughtseize. Well, at least I have a Veil. Assume they're not going to cast the Thoughtseize. No, they are. Ah, so this makes sense for them. They're setting up so they can Thoughtseize me next turn, but little do they know I drew a second Veil, so that's going to really not be good for the opponent. Sorry, opponent. Feel bad about that, but I don't really feel bad about that. This is why I'm playing 4 Veils in the sideboard, because this card is still stupid messed up. Just really broken Magic card. The funny thing is, like, the Thoughtseize wouldn't even work, because I could just Summoner's Pact for Titan, but whatever. Yeah, they've just seen enough. I would also concede after I got Veil of Summer 2 turns in a row. And, like, 4 outered in game 1. Oh, that was fun. I enjoyed that game very much. This hand seems decent. I'm on the play. I think this is a keep. Playing against Allurus of the Dream Den, huh? So if I draw 2 consecutive lands, this is a turn 4 Primeval Titan. I'm going to hardcast if I draw 3, but I can through the breach it. Alright, so presumably a shadow deck. No, red-black, like burn. Okay. This is the type of deck we should be pretty good against, I would assume. Ooh, they get to see my valakut. Valakut's a good draw there, though. Still would really, really like to draw a land next turn. Specifically an untapped land. But most of my lands are untapped. That plays. That plays. Alright, so drawing a land here would also be absurd. We drew an Emrakul, but that's still okay. I'll take an Emrakul. Opponent's going to lose all of their permanents next turn. And my hand is now Thoughtseize proof. Which one you want, buddy? I guess you take the Through the Breach, sure, because that like essentially takes the... Oh, you have 2 Thoughtseizes? What is that? Unbelievable. Do they also have a bolt? This is a really strange attack. Otherwise, they have to have a bolt, right? Yeah. Wow. Well, that was unbelievable. And I even drew the land that would have like cast all the things. Wow. It's really frustrating. My hand is completely Thoughtseize proof to 1, and they just have 2. Couldn't even be Inquisition. It had to be exactly 2 Thoughtseizes. Well, it is what it is. I'm going to bring in some chumpers. I think this is the style of matchup. Bolt against Death Shadow just isn't very good, though. I'm just going to Veil. There are spots where it could be good. I think I'm going to do this. Makes the turn timber plan pretty bad. Alright, I'm going to sideboard like that. I think this hand is a keep. It looks weird, but I do have turn 1 green. I get to suspend search for tomorrow. I don't get to leave up Veil on turn 1, but this isn't the type of deck that really wants to Thoughtseize on 1. They usually want to play a creature and then Thoughtseize on 2, so I think that's okay. But if I do get Thoughtseize on 1, I'm going to be not super happy about it, I'll say that much. But usually they want to play like a Swift Spirit and then Thoughtseize next turn. Or play a Bobble or whatever, that's all fine. Alright, I was going to say I would like to draw a land there. That's kind of a land. I will cycle a Veil of Summer here if opponent like casts a Scourge or just a Shadow. I'll definitely do that. Inquisition. Nope. Veil of Summer. Beautiful. Drawing that land there was very good. I'll take that all day. Oh man, I was going to say drawing another land would be amazing, and we did. I can even fetch a Cinderglade here, it's beautiful. I'm going to choose to block here, say okay, and then sacrifice this and go get a mountain. Don't Blood Moon me. Be extremely rude. They still have Lurrus, they can't have Blood Moon. Well, it doesn't really matter, but also we're good. Oh, Dryad. Hello, Dryad. It's a thick Scourge, too. Man, that Scourge is scary. I can't really do anything about it. I can't just chump it with a Primeval Titan. That's a little wild. I could play 2 Dryads too. I kind of like the idea of 2 dryads here, actually. It does make things awkward. If they have a Thoughtseize here, but Inquisition doesn't do it, although they've already used 2 Inquisitions, so how many do they have? Also, the fact that they have multiple Inquisitions in their deck and had 2 Thoughtseizes in game 1 is kind of ridiculous. I'm just going to throw that out there. It's a little bit ridiculous. Is Sumer popping Beaumont? We are. Okay. They just got another Beaumont in the Swamp. They draw the TBR. I would have died to TBR there, but if my Dryad untaps, I'm in a good spot. Cleansing Wildfire? That's fine. They're dead to me just untapping and casting this Titan. Valakut. 12 target you. Got him. Alright. I think this is too cute with how much disruption they have. And I should have some bolts in. I actually want this guy too. I'll bring 2 of them in. I think Turn Timber gets a little worse. No, I still want Turn Timber. We cut a basic forest. No, I probably shouldn't have cut a basic forest. They had Cleansing Wildfire. Whatever. I could have cut Misty. That would have been fine. Well, this hand's decent. It's not amazing, but it's fine. Do they not have a second land? Wow. It's an interesting keep. I am not going to block here. That's fine. I don't need the mana next turn. I'd rather get a block next turn on this Swift Spear. Wait. 3, 4. Oh, I could have cast a Primeval. Yeah, I was way supposed to block Insect there. That was so stupid. So that's not how you play this deck, if you were wondering. You don't do it like that. But we're alright. Alright, well that could have gone a lot better for us, but here we are. Alright, so this game would have been trivial if we had played well. Unfortunately, we did not, but we're still in an okay spot. So, mountain plus any valakut here is 12 damage, right? And then just playing Steve is still lethal. Okay. No, it's only 6 damage. Okay. Yeah, I had that messed up. Well, if they have 2 bolts, I'm gonna die. But there's already 2 in their yard, so they need the other 2 left in their deck, which is pretty unlikely. That doesn't seem like it's gonna do it. All right, we got there, Breach Titan. All right, back here for round 3. This hand's a little awkward. I think it's a keep though. It accelerates nice. I'm on the draw, so I get shots to find good stuff. Ooh, Aether Vial, Black Cliff. This is goblins. The Gabos. Alright, well, gotta get Castle Garenberg in play. Sadly, it's tapped, but that's alright. The Crater Maker. Okay. We have drawn a lot of mountains. War Chief, huh? Getting in. Is this a Snoop? Not a Snoop. That is good. I was very scared of Snoop there. Thank God that was not a Snoop. I'm going to block here. It's a very aggressive goblin start, though. I will say that. Get a forest. Well, this hasn't been great. I don't think you always need to get I don't think you always need to keep a hand that has a payoff in this deck. I think ones with lands and ramp are totally fine, but not drawing any, just drawing more of the exact same lands I already had was pretty awkward. Ringleader revealing 4 lands. I guess that was about as good as I could have hoped for. I'm still dead next turn, though, unless I draw a spell. Alright. I have 6 lands in hand and 5 lands in play. That wasn't very good. I'm going to bring in all the bolts. Those seem good here. We'll do this again. I think there's an argument for Mass Vandal just because this deck could have Blood Moon. Alright, I'll bring in the 1. I'm just going to cut all of these. I don't think I need them. I have 1 Obstinate Baloth as well. I think this hand's a keep. It's a little awkward, but I still think it's a keep. Oh, would have kept this if I knew I was drawing that and just played this instead, but here we are. Alright, no conspicuous Snoop here is very good for me. I'm still supposed to get Mountain, I believe. Oh my, that is quite good. Alright, so set up to have 2 bolts next turn with this Dryad. And this one's even instant speed. Ah. Kill my Steve. Well, that one's not going to be instant speed, but we're alright. Yeah, I already have enough green. War Chief. Oh no. Three there. I guess I get the forest because my valakut's already turned on, and this way it deals 3 for sure. 3 there. And I'm going to save this because I don't need to cast anything. I'd rather... have a bolt for whatever creature they play this turn, I think. Yep, looks like a ringleader. So they got a Frenzied Goblin and a Mogwar Marshal. Alright. Payoff. Not a payoff, but that's a good one. Still not going to attack. I'm going to save this until they put a creature in play. That's my plan. Oh, Matron? Ooh, I don't like that. I'm glad I saved this one then. They got Ringleader. Okay. This feels like this isn't even combo goblins. Like, it's just beat down goblins. I think is what's happening here. Alright. Yeah, it really looks like it's just beat down goblins. Like, they're just not doing anything special at all. The War Marshal. Okay. Alright, we're just going to keep ramping. I don't really have much else I can do. At some point we'll draw one of our 6 Primeval Titans, hopefully. Sling Gang? Oh, absolutely not. That would way kill me. I mean, Anger of the Gods would be an awesome draw, too. All of those things are true. I don't think this quite kills me. Maybe this kills me. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, exact lethal. Perfect. Well, we lost the goblins. I think maybe I'm boarding wrong. Like, I think I boarded out too many payoffs. I mean, we just never drew a payoff in the entire match at any point, which is unfortunate. I think I'm supposed to leave the Emrakul breach package in always, maybe. I need to figure out how to board. I definitely feel like I'm boarding wrong because I'm like drastically hurting this deck. It is hard to board with, though. I will say that. All right, this hand does stuff. I'm gonna keep it. It's annoying Castle Garenberg can't help cast Turn Timber, but that's okay. Snow-covered plains. Is this D&T? Thalia. You got it, Thalia. Oh man, these turn timbers cost $1 million now. Don't like that. Two-mana Aether Vial, huh? Oh, that was a fantastic draw. About as good of a draw as I could have had. Goodbye, Thalia. What a draw. That was a good draw. This Dryad card is, it's something. It's a strong card. No, they have another Thalia? I guess it doesn't even matter because any land kills it and then I get to turn timber. Alright. I'm going to play it and shock. Alright, what are we hitting? 2 Emrakuls? I'll take an Emrakul. Emrakul seems pretty good. Oh, that was sweet. I don't even think white has a way they can kill this. They need something. I don't know. I think this game's over. No? They're going to keep playing, I guess. Well, I have an Emrakul in play, so you're going to need to find a way here, because if this thing attacks, you have absolutely no board at all. What are they even thinking about here? Do you actually have a way in your deck to beat Emrakul? Nope, no way to beat Emrakul. Alright, this makes sense. This makes sense. Not beating this Emrakul. Alright. Well, Turn Timber finally did something. That was actually pretty nice. So I think what I'm learning here is that I should not be cutting the payoffs because I don't have enough of those. And I don't want to cut the 1 mana things. I think I can cut 1 Emrakul. I'm going to cut the Explorers. Yeah. Still 1 breach. I'll cut 1 breach. It's just 1. It's just 1. We're just trimming. I still need a density of payoffs, but we're still pretty dense here. And this hand looks decent. I'm not going to say it's amazing, but it's a fine hand. Oh, this is a Yorion Taxes deck. I didn't even realize that. Game 1. Probably should have paid more attention there. That's not necessarily a great draw. It'll be okay. Stoneforge Mystic. Alright. Batterskull. Fair. Untap land here would be excellent. That works. I want to Bolt Giver or just play Steve. I think I'm just going to play Steve here. I do think I'm supposed to get a Stomping Ground, sadly. My dude Stevie. So land this turn would still be quite good. In fact, land this turn would be amazing. Yep, still getting a mountain. Drew a mountain. Beautiful. Do 3 damage this here Giver. Wonder what they got after this. And honestly, I could cast the Bolt and kill the Stoneforge Mystic, but it's just not even worth it. Like, I'd much rather save this in case they like have a random Leonin Arbiter or Thalia on their next turn. Leonin Arbiter especially. I think they're trying to figure out if Ghost Quartering the Valakut does anything. It does not. Pathing my Dryad would do something. Alright, they're going for it anyway. Fair enough. It will not do anything, but you're welcome to go for it. I'm definitely saving this bolt for something that matters. Alright. I still don't think I'm supposed to bolt the Stoneforge. Although, it does kind of force their hand. Alright, I'll bolt the Stoneforge. I don't love this, but I'm just going to have so many valakuts in play next turn that it just won't matter. Yep, they're going to put, like, Feasting, or Fire. Oh, Fire Ice doesn't do anything. Okay, it's fine. So if they can somehow play 2 Ghost Quarters in a mono white deck in 1 turn, they can kind of neuter my deck, but yeah. Seems somewhat unlikely. In for 2. Let's go. Ooh, they do have a Field of Ruin. That, like, is kind of good. Alright. Wasn't going to be quite enough. Alright. Nice little 3-1 start to a league. The loss to Goblins feels bad. But it was the game. My deck didn't function. Plus, I think... I think I could have boarded a little better. We're alright. I don't like this hand. It's just lands. I do have a turn Timber. And if I drew a Titan, it's still a turn 5 Titan, but yeah, I can do better. Like this hand. This hand is much better. I'm going to keep and bottom the Summoner's Pact. I'm going to need to draw some lands, but that's okay. Temple Garden, huh? Interesting. Birds of Paradise, so probably Heliod? That was a good draw. I don't think I can really beat Infinite Life, so if they get to that point of the game, I'm going to be in trouble. Hopefully that's Wall of Blossoms. What? What's happening? Is this like a Saheeli deck, maybe? Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Some wild stuff. Land here again would be amazing. Land deck, please, one time. Oh, the best land, too. Let's go. Although, no, I even have the Dryad, so the fact that none of this is mountains just doesn't even matter. That's amazing. Okay, so probably not Heliod if they're getting Raugrin Triumph. Seems more likely to be a Saheeli deck. Curious what they're going to do here. We actually have the option, too, of through the breaching on their next end step if we want to... Oh, that's awkward. Well, it's not awkward, but... That's not great for me. I would have preferred that that did not happen. I'm going to get a mountain. Okay. Is there a world where I kill? So I'd have to get 3 mountains and 1 valakut. That's just not quite killing here. Alright. Yeah, I'm still thinking valakut and stomping ground. I need to get closer to this. They might not be able to kill Titan right away. I still don't really know what they're doing. Man, really wish I could have... I would have kept the Summoner's Pack instead of the Through the Breach. Guess we'll find out. They can kill Titan. If they can't kill Titan, they're just going to die. Well, that's not quite going to do it. Did they draw a Path to Exile? It does not appear they drew the Path to Exile. That is good for me. So that's 4. So this is my 5th mountain. So I can attack here. Get a valakut and another stomping ground. I definitely want to kill Felidar Guardian. I don't think letting that one live is smart at all. So turn Timber, Forest, and Castle hurting here, but I think that's okay. If they can't kill me this turn, which, to be fair, they could. If they have a land, if their hand is land plus another Felidar plus a Saheeli, they could kill me here. Right? I think you can do it for 6. Yeah, because you play Felidar, blink the land. Yep. Alright, well, they didn't have those 3 things, so they're dead. I don't really want to sideboard, like, at all. I think I could bring in a couple bolts just to hit Birds of Paradise. I guess it breaks up Saheeli if they don't have Teferi. Alright, I'll bring in 3 bolts. That's all I'm doing. I'm not bringing in Veil of Summer. I'm not bringing anything else. I just kind of want to go linear here. I'm going to cut 1 Emrakul, 1 Explore, and 1 Turn Timber on the draw. I could cut a Misty over a turn timber, but I think this is fine. I think this is totally reasonable. Well, this hand is awkward, but I do think it's a keep. I'm on the draw. If I get 3 lands, opponent just dies. They're like super, super dead. Yeah, 3 lands, and I have 30 lands in my deck. So 3 lands, and opponent is super, super dead. Corridor monitor. What? What is that? Okay. That was a good draw. Still 3 more lands, and they're super, super dead. Alright, any land next turn, it's going to be amazing. They just lose their whole board to an Emrakul. Vanifar. Oh my. Okay, well now I absolutely have to draw the land here or I am dead. I think this kills me. Deck, land 1 time, please. Please, deck. Please! It's an Explorer! That wasn't it. Alright. Alright, I assume I am dead here. Man, just needed a land there. Had 26 of them I could draw. I guess 2 of them didn't work, so maybe not. I don't even want to see this. I'm sure I'm dead. Alright, cutting Explore was wrong. I think I should just not have any of the bolts in on the play, honestly. I think this is dumb. I should just go back to game 1 config. Can I switch? Or no, they submitted to. Alright. I think this hand's a keep. It's awkward. It's kind of fast if I can draw some lands.
Yeah. No, you're right, Peter. I don't want to grow him. I don't think you can grow him that fast either. I would be okay to have that guy work with them, and so would Jason.
Oh my god, we drew the 1 bolt. Or one of the 2 bolts. It's actually super good. I think I can still give them 1 turn here with this. Get Stevie in play. I think this ends up being okay. Really stinks I didn't have another land in this hand, but it's alright. Seems to be a pretty consistent issue with this deck. I have 32 lands in the deck. Like, I even boarded... I had... Oh my goodness. It's so rude. Good thing for me, I have a bolt in my hand. Alright. Ugh. I think Vannifar is going to kill me here. If I draw Valakut, maybe? No. We drew the Bolt. I don't know if Vannifar kills me. I assume it does. I maybe should have watched all of game 1 to find out. Just get a Kiki Jiki? Copies corridor monitor? Second Kiki G. What does this go up to? Oh, this is just a combo. That makes sense. So Bolt would have stopped all of this, and I could have just held up a Bolt if I had known. Alright, well, that's dumb. So killing the Magus of the Moon, yeah, okay. Well, I wish I had known. I would have probably explored before using Dryad just to see if I could draw the other Bolt. I only had 2. I probably would have boarded differently too, but it is what it is. So how did I feel about this deck? It's probably worse than just normal Scape Shift. I think it was a cool idea. I think it was worth trying out for sure. But I don't think it's really the future. I didn't really through the Breach Emrakul at all. It felt like casting Primeval Titan was just generally better almost all the time. It's kind of hard to assemble these two, so probably better to just play Scape Shift. You just have Primeval Titan, Scape Shift. You can play the other 2 Summoners packs, so you always have Titan, Dryad. Yeah, that deck sounds a lot better. It seems easier to sideboard too. I do like the 4 Veil of Summers in a deck like this, and I think it will be good. But yeah, I think I would just play Scape Shift if I was going to play this. And Scape Shift is probably really good right now. So that might be one we explore, but probably not super soon because I got a lot more on my plate I want to try out and see how good it is. But with that, remember to leave comments. If you want to request a deck, you're welcome to. I will try stuff out. If you want to see certain stuff, feel free to request it. And also please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate all of that. And with that, talk to you next time.
I'm joined by Kyle Balgamez. Welcome, Kyle.
How are you?
Raja Suleiman with Orzhov.
Max McVitie.
Congratulations, Brian DeMars.
Zach Allen. I wouldn't be here without these guys, though. So.
And the champion of Pro Tour Cards Attack here, Ari Lax.